Ça bug de ouf. Pourquoi ça bug? Ah, pourquoi ça bug? Enfin, je sais pas si vous me voyez bugger, mais moi je vois que ça bug de ouf. J'essaie de changer quelque chose. Hop. Voilà. Voilà. Ça bug plus. Ah, c'est dommage, j'avais une super entrée, mais bon. Tant pis, il y aura un petit bug. Bon. Bonjour. Voici donc ma petite surprise. Je me suis dit, je rentre chez moi, j'ai le chapeau qui... Enfin, chez moi, chez mes parents. J'avais mon chapeau qui m'attendait là-bas, je l'ai vu, j'étais là. Il faut que je le ramène. Je joue quand même à un jeu qui se passe dans le Far West. Il faut que je le ramène. Donc, me voici avec mon authentique chapeau de cow-boy qui vient du Texas. Ma veste, que je ne garderai certainement pas tout le live parce que je vais avoir méga chaud sinon, mais me voici. Petit problème par contre du fait que je porte ce chapeau, c'est que comme vous pouvez vous en douter, ceci ne peut pas être mis sur ma tête. Voilà, hein, ça marche pas quoi. Voilà. Donc, même, remarque, par derrière, non, même pas. Donc, ce qui va se passer, c'est que je vais jouer sans le casque. J'aurai donc le son qui va sortir de mes haut-parleurs. Normalement, j'ai réglé le micro suffisamment bas pour que vous puissiez m'entendre moi et pas le son. Mais je ne garantis rien. Normalement, j'ai fait un test, ça devrait marcher, mais on verra. Mets-le en dessous du chapeau. Alors, j'avoue que j'ai pas essayé ça. Mais je suis pas sûr que... De toute façon, là, c'est un peu tard parce que si je mets le casque, il faut que je relance le live, sinon le son, ça ne marchera pas. Mais je crois pas que ça va marcher. Je vais essayer quand même. Non. Ou alors je le garde comme ça, quoi. Non. Non, ce n'est pas possible. J'aurais essayé. La vraie astuce, ce serait d'avoir des écouteurs, hein, tout simplement. Mais comme j'ai toujours été team casque, je n'en ai pas. Voilà. Donc, voilà. Donc ça sera comme ça. N'hésitez surtout pas à me dire si le son est trop bizarre à cause de ça. Normalement, ça devrait vraiment pas vous changer grand-chose. Mais on sait jamais. Et avec ceci, nous sommes partis. Alors, hop, nous revoilà. Hop. Est-ce que j'ai seulement du son? Là, moi, j'en ai pas. Hein. Je pense que vous l'avez le son? Moi, j'en ai pas. Je trouve ça un peu bizarre. La vidéo est toujours un peu saccadée chez moi, mais je sais pas si ça vient de ma connexion ou de la tienne. La mienne a l'air pas trop mal, donc je pense que ça vient de la tienne. Par contre, je n'ai pas du tout de son. Et j'ai la nuit qui est tombée à une vitesse phénoménale. Alors, vous avez le son, moi je ne l'ai pas. Comment ça se fait? Je ne sais pas. Permettez-moi de régler ce petit problème. Et non, là je suis bien en haut-parleur pourtant. Alors peut-être que c'est tout simplement... ce serait pas mon genre ça. Tout simplement que les haut-parleurs sont à volume de 0. Et c'était exactement ça. Voilà. Hein. C'était juste que j'avais mis le haut-parleur à 0. Voilà. Donc maintenant, j'ai mis mon son. J'ai du son. Vous me dites si ça fait trop bizarre. Hop. Alors, comme vous pouvez le voir, j'ai un petit peu avancé quand même, puisque je peux désormais avoir une toute nouvelle monture qui est quand même vachement plus stylée qu'un simple canasson de base. Histoire de vous mettre un peu au jus de ce que j'ai fait depuis, parce que bon, alors certes, j'ai eu cette semaine de vacances là où j'ai pas joué, mais avant, entre mercredi dernier et le moment où je suis parti, Donc dimanche, j'ai pas mal joué. J'ai beaucoup exploré tout ça là. Et même, voilà, ici tout ça c'était de la brume avant, bah là j'ai tout exploré. Donc j'ai fait que du secondaire, hein, j'ai pas avancé la quête principale. Ça je le réserve en stream quand même. La magnifique image que vous avez vue en début, elle venait de là. J'ai fait un petit long coup ici, là. Et donc ça, c'était le lac que vous pouviez voir en fond. Et voilà, donc j'ai fait que du secondaire. Par contre, c'était du gros secondaire quand même. Hein. Il y avait des grosses quêtes, genre ça, c'est quand même une grosse ville. Et il y avait que du secondaire dans cette grosse ville. Je vais peut-être aller vous montrer à quoi elle ressemble quand même. Histoire d'eux. Mais ouais, voilà, c'était quand même que du secondaire. C'était du bon désert, là. Donc ça ira très bien avec mon chapeau. Ça, je peux toujours pas l'escalader. Voilà. Et sinon, on en était donc... voilà, on venait de casser... là, le but, c'était de réunir pas mal de tribus pour attaquer la méchante, là. Et eux, là, qui se terraient derrière leur mur, là, ben, on a pété leur mur pour leur dire que leur mur ne les protégera pas. Donc, on en était là. Voilà. Hop. Je vais juste vous montrer un petit peu en arrière à quoi ressemblait tout cet endroit-là. Elle va pas très vite cette monture quand même, j'étais content de la voir mais elle va pas giga vite. Mais elle doit bien attaquer par contre je pense. C'était pas ça. Ouais, elle met des bons coups de... Ouais, elle attaque bien. Hop, donc celui-là c'est celui qu'on peut pas avancer. Le jeu est toujours très beau. Et ça là-bas c'est la ville. Donc c'était très désertique, hein, tout le tour là en fait c'était des Ténacs je crois qui habitent là-bas. Et globalement ben, c'était des histoires d'eau, ils avaient plus de flotte. En fait ils ont un pipeline en fait qui fait qui traverse le désert. Sauf que eux ils le savaient même pas en fait que ça marchait comme ça et ils avaient plus de flotte et j'ai dû réparer le pipeline en gros et leur apporter de la flotte. Voilà, et on est aux États-Unis, là je crois qu'on est en plein Nevada en vrai, en vue le désert et tout ça. Je pense qu'on est par là. Et voilà, donc ça ressemble à ça, avec plein en fait de panneaux solaires en fait autour. Je crois que c'est ça, hein, je crois que c'est les panneaux solaires. Ouais, c'est ça. Qui datent donc d'il y a très très longtemps. Voilà, c'était sympa. C'était sympa, c'est le seul gros truc que j'ai fait. Après, je suis monté en haut, du coup, par là, mais c'était le même type de truc. Bon, c'était moins désertique, mais c'était avec ces quêtes-là. Voilà. Allez, c'est reparti. C'est trop prestige pour sprinter, il faut que les autres puissent apprécier. Ben voilà. C'est ça. Mais c'est vrai quoi, il va pas giga vite, quoi. Peut-être que je passerai pas tout mon temps avec cette monture-là. Si j'ai l'occasion d'en hack une autre... je ferai ça. Mais je trouve que le désert rend vraiment super bien quand il fait jour comme ça. Là, quand il fait nuit, un peu moins, mais quand il fait jour, le désert rend vraiment super bien. Je peux même pas m'adosser correctement à la chaise, quoi. Avec mon chapeau, il me bloque. Mais c'est pas grave. J'ai les points de style. C'est tout ce qui compte. Pour le son, là, pour l'instant, vous avez pas un truc bizarre, un espèce de doublon ou un son pourri, ça va? Oh, mais il est vraiment gigalant, en vrai. Le son est bien, parfait. Bon, on verra en combat, parce que c'est un petit peu ça qui me fait peur, moi, en combat ou pendant les cinématiques et les nombreux dialogues du jeu. Mais on verra à ce moment-là. Et non, mais sur le chemin, là, il n'y a pas des... il y a eux, là. Bon, j'irai plus tard. Ah, sinon, Batman. C'est vrai, je suis allé le voir, du coup, samedi avant... Enfin, pas ce samedi, celui d'avant. Alors, Batman, moi j'ai bien aimé. Il était un peu long quand même. Mais j'ai bien aimé. Je vais essayer de rester sans spoiler quand même, parce qu'on sait jamais s'il y a des nouveaux qui viennent. Ce serait con qu'ils se fassent spoiler Batman s'ils ont envie de le voir. Mais j'ai bien aimé. J'ai adoré le côté emo Batman, vraiment assumé. Enfin, vraiment, ça c'était cool. Batman en lui-même, enfin Robert Pattinson et Batman en lui-même, vraiment super. J'ai vachement aimé le côté. Bah, il a une présence, quoi, tu vois. Enfin, il y a vraiment. Le côté il fait peur à ses ennemis, tu vois, il est vraiment là, quoi. La musique est super d'ailleurs, elle accentue vachement ce truc-là. Après, bon, il y a 2-3 trucs, moi, que. Je l'ai trouvé aussi bien que mauvais, en fait. C'est ça que je suis très mitigé dessus, en fait. Mais ça va super vite. Comment ça se fait que j'ai le temps qui passe à cette vitesse-là? Le jeu va très. Le film a des très bons moments et des très mauvais moments, en fait. Genre, déjà, la relation avec Catwoman, je la trouve vraiment digne d'un film de 2002. Genre, elle est forcée au possible, vraiment. Je vais faire une petite pause pour le temps de dire ça. Il y avait ça, des fois les énigmes, c'était un petit peu des énigmes tellement simples que, enfin bon, moi je les trouvais pas de suite, mais on se demandait vraiment s'il y avait vraiment besoin qu'il y ait Batman pour les aider, quoi. Et puis bon, c'était un peu mou à des moments, bien à d'autres, donc enfin, j'ai kiffé le film vraiment, mais il y avait vraiment des trucs que je trouvais un peu bizarres, un peu, enfin voilà. Je sais pas ce que t'en as pensé un peu plus, toi, t'avais dit que t'avais aimé, je crois quand même. Mais j'ai aimé, hein. J'ai vraiment aimé quand même. Hein. Enfin, j'ai passé un très bon moment, j'ai vraiment aimé, hein. Mais c'est vrai qu'il y avait des trucs un peu bizarres, je trouve. Ah tiens, bah elle fait partie de ceux que j'ai aidés dans les cas secondaires.
Well met, Aloy. I was hoping we'd run into each other again after the flood and Bleeding Mark.
Natika. So you did it. You're part of the Chief's Guard now.
It wasn't an easy choice, but yes. After you left, we laid Kentuck to rest, and I thought about what he said. He served his clan, his tribe, as best as he could. I have to do the same.
I'm sure he'd be proud.
And he'd reprimand me for allowing myself to be distracted.
Can't have that.
Thank you again, Aloy. Strike true as the 10.
J'avais bien aimé, ouais, le côté émo, j'avais pas trop kiffé, j'aurais préféré plus colérique, sinon le Riddler, pas super fan de sa folie. Ah ouais, alors ça, je suis complètement d'accord. J'adore l'acteur qui le joue, Paul Dano, je trouve que. Et d'habitude, il joue très très bien les psychopathes. Mais là, c'était tellement surjoué, c'était tellement. Enfin, il était tellement trop fou pour. Enfin, vraiment, c'était très bof, ça fait vraiment partie des trucs que j'ai pas trop aimé. Voilà, mais sinon, ouais, après, bon voilà, moi, le côté émo, c'est personnel, hein, mais j'ai bien aimé. Après, plus colérique, ouais, putain, il y a des moments, il était bien vénère, quand même, hein. Je trouve que justement, moi, c'était un truc que j'avais bien aimé, genre les moments où il y a vraiment de la baston, il est bien vénère, quoi. Il y a des scènes qui vont me rester longtemps en tête, je pense, genre, enfin, rien que la course-poursuite, bon, on peut dire ce qu'on veut de la gestion de la caméra pendant la course-poursuite, parce que clairement, on voit pas grand-chose, mais bon, voilà. Mais la fin là qu'on voit dans la bande-annonce, c'est pour ça que je me permets d'en parler. Mais cette fin là qu'on voit dans la bande-annonce où il sort de la bagnole en feu, il marche vers le gars, comme ça, il y a un côté très. Enfin, je sais pas, j'ai bien aimé ce genre de truc. Et puis pareil, les bastons contre 2-3 malfrats là, il retient pas ses coups quand même. Mais bon, c'est vrai que c'est assez rare quand même. Il y a plus de émo que de colérique. C'est vrai que c'est assez rare, ouais, t'as raison. Ma connexion bug encore, je vais aller trifouiller ma prise, si je reviens pas, ce sera à cause d'une électrocution. Écoute, on va espérer que non.
This must lead to the arena.
Si t'arrives pas à te connecter avec ta box, hésite pas à te mettre, enfin je sais pas si t'es toujours là ou si t'as ta connexion qui a redémarré, mais hésite pas à te mettre en partage de connexion, je pense que ça marchera peut-être mieux que ton wifi à la limite. Sparkliat. Les bastons sont très cool, ça me rappelle les bastons de la série Daredevil sur Netflix. Ouais, Je suis d'accord, ouais, ça me rappelait ça aussi. Et les jeux, en fait, aussi. Hein. Les jeux Arkham City et Night, tout ça, ça m'a vachement rappelé les jeux, en fait, la façon dont ils se battaient. C'est une belle arène, ça. Est-ce que je vais pas devoir me taper dedans? Moi, je pense que oui.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heel. Literally.
Katalo helped.
Yes. Tekote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regalla will come from you.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Katalo.
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regalla means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
You will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
Écoute, moi je suis prêt, hein. On va te parler un peu, mais je suis prêt pour la bagarre.
It's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the Ten. Their deeds commemorated for eternity.
Sacrifice.
The visions tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the cool route where they fell.
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here.
Le son qui résonne, c'est dans le jeu ou pas? Non. Donc ça doit être
Should
mon...
the fight reach us, we will take the blood
Ça doit être le fait que le micro capte le son
It comes.
du jeu.
The defenses will hold.
Enfin, sauf si tu parles de la superbe voix résonante de ce personnage pour lequel on a déjà beaucoup discuté. Mais sinon, non, ouais, ça doit être le son du jeu qui se répercute. Donc je pense que ce que je vais faire, c'est que pendant les dialogues, à la limite, si je parle pas, je vais muter mon micro. Comme ça, au moins, ça va pas vous faire ça. Genre pendant les vidéos, les trucs comme ça.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Dekka at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders. Strike true as the Ten. I'll see you when this is done. There's armor in that chest. Take it. It might prove useful.
C'était surtout pendant les dialogues qu'il y avait le son qui résonne, ou c'est pas où tu l'entends pas dans tout le jeu?
Good. May it keep you safe.
Sachez que j'ai déjà chaud hein, avec la veste, donc je pense que je vais bientôt l'enlever. On va se préparer tranquille, parce que je pense qu'on va bien galérer là. Surtout les dialogues. Ok, bah écoute, ouais, je vais faire comme ça, je vais enlever je vais enlever le micro quand il y aura des dialogues. Sachant que comme ça, ça fera peut-être d'autres occasions de se foutre de ma gueule quand j'oublierai de le remettre.
There's Tekote. This close, of course.
What an honor. Easter.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regalla, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regalla's troops, if I were you.
Bon, ben j'ai déjà enlevé ma veste. Hein. Clairement, il fait beaucoup trop chaud là-dessous.
The Kairos defenders should be at the end of this trench.
And look, we are not alone in this fight. Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regalla's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regalla may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Thunder! The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did, and seize your glory.
Hold them back! Defend the cool route!
Eh ben c'est parti. Alors j'ai pas des balles d'unité donc on va essayer de viser les plus forts déjà là. C'est un peu easy d'ici quand même. Ah, eh ben je vais devoir descendre. Allez, oh, putain. Ça y est, il commence à me faire chier. Allez, on va descendre. Tu laisses crever les autres pendant que t'es en haut. Tout au chaud, exactement. Ah mais je peux pas descendre en fait. Et il y a d'autres guns en fait. Ah oui d'accord, mais écoute, on va faire ça. Hein. Ah je suis presque déçu. Je voulais y aller au corps à corps moi là. Je voulais défoncer des gens là. Enfin, des gens. rigolo. Ah, franchement, je suis presque déçu. Enfin, même pas presque, je suis déçu. C'est même pas fun en fait. Ah, ça j'en ai buté en off-stream, ça là, c'est rigolo comme monstre. Ça fait des... ça se met en boule et ça balance plein de trucs, c'est rigolo. Piou piou piou, c'est exactement ça. Ça y est là? Ça y est.
There can't be all of them.
There. What is that?
I don't know. Hold the defenses! Go!
Tiens, qui revoilà.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing close, open fire!
Ouais, alors le caillou...
Over here, you big worm!
Alors... bon retour parmi nous, Sparkliat. Voilà. Tu es à un moment critique, je pense, de l'histoire. Hein, puisque le personnage d'Angela Bassett nous a attaqué. Je crois que celui-là, c'est un authentique, par contre. Hein. Celui du tuto, là, c'était un... Il était affaibli, mais lui, là, je pense qu'il est authentique. Aïe.
I can keep going.
Il est sensible à quoi, lui? Gel, feu, ok. Oui, ben je fais ce que je peux. Eh ben dis donc. Oh le mastodonte! Aïe. Fais gaffe à sa queue. Ouais, j'essaye, ouais. Le regel. Ça marchait bien le gel. On est d'accord que ma caméra a prise là, hein, et puis sûrement sur une position un peu stressée. Ouch! Wow. Allez, calme-toi un peu là, le serpent. Là. Allez, il a plus rien. Ah bah ça y est. Ah ouais, ma tête, ouais. J'avoue que j'ai même pas fait gaffe à lui enlever telle ou telle pièce. J'avais autre chose à foutre que de regarder quoi lui enlever. Alors, où est-ce qu'on va? On va essayer d'arrêter Regalla. Où est-ce qu'elle est? On va les aider quand même. Peut-être pour les ignorer. Voilà.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hikaru will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regalla. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I Wasn't certain if I believed you then, but I believe in you now. So leave me and get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
This is it. Aether's below.
Ouais, alors moi, quelque chose me dit quand même que... on va quand même devoir continuer de se battre avec Regalla, quand même.
What was this place?
Je trouve bizarre parce que les autres trucs à aller chercher, ils sont vraiment pas dans cette région-là, donc bon, on verra comment ça se...
That concert.
On verra comment ça va se tramer. C'est une salle de serveur, en fait, on est d'accord.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring ether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
The visions of the world have changed. The words of this cannot be
J'ai deux trucs à suivre en même temps. À côté, j'ai ma copine qui joue à Batman Arkham Asylum, faut que je la coach. Et ben coach-la bien, parce que c'est quand même un super jeu. Et les deux autres derrière aussi, donc ce serait bête qu'elle passe à côté.
Aloy, here. Let's talk. The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Reporting for duty, Commander. coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Hop. Bon, mais du coup maintenant évidemment, j'ai des quêtes que je ferai en off-stream. Alors, on a fait la 40 Geek Convention ce week-end, et du coup, pour l'année pro, elle veut faire un cosplay de l'épouvantail des jeux Arkham, du coup, elle veut y jouer pour avoir du background. Ah bah oui, c'est bien ça, c'est bien. Si elle le fait, moi je veux bien des photos. Hein. Faut dire qu'il est sacrément stylé dans les jeux. Hop, et du coup cette mission elle est terminée. Hein. Salut Anision. Bienvenue. Bienvenue. Ah mais il y a des trucs là du coup maintenant là, ici. J'ai peut-être des nouveaux équipements à acheter moi, attends je vais aller voir ça. Complètement oublié d'arriver. Ah bah voilà. Moi j'étais là avant, nous dit Loulif. Ah ben voilà, on a les vrais qui sont là, voilà. On a ceux qui oublient et ceux qui y pensent. Voilà, c'est tout. T'as loupé ma superbe entrée avec mon chapeau et tout, mais bon, au moins tu me vois avec le chapeau là. C'est un peu relou en fait comment on y va. Ah d'accord, faut faire le tour. Chapeau qui m'empêche d'avoir mon casque sur les oreilles, donc si vous avez de l'écho c'est normal. Parce que je joue avec les haut-parleurs. Mais je pense que du coup, ce sera que pour... J'avais prévu de le garder pendant tout le temps où je jouerai à Horizon. Mais même pour moi, c'est chiant en fait, parce que je peux pas m'adosser à la chaise tranquillement, donc je pense pas que je garderai le chapeau dans les prochains lives. Je vais le garder jusqu'à la fin de celui-là, et après je reviendrai au casque normal. Alors, qu'est-ce que tu me vends, toi? Des trucs que les autres me vendent déjà. Donc rien d'intéressant. Et toi? Un arc de feu, on s'en fout un peu. Voilà, rien de très intéressant non plus. Dommage, nice prop. Ouais, bah ouais. Non, mais tant pis, j'ai voulu essayer. J'ai essayé. Et ça marche bien. Enfin, ça marche bien. Ça marche bien pour une fois, mais pas assez pour continuer tout le temps. Peut-être que de temps en temps, je ressortirai le chapeau. Comment on sort d'ici ? J'aimerais bien en profiter pour changer de monture, parce que le Raptor, là, il est très stylé, mais il va pas vite du tout. Il a l'air de sauter très haut, par contre, mais il va vraiment pas vite. Donc on va aller changer de monture un peu. Moi je dis maintenant à chaque jeu un cosplay pendant un épisode. Ça va être compliqué. Après ceci dit, pour Have a Nice Death, je peux certainement sortir un drap noir, un truc comme ça pour, pour m'habiller en mort, mais c'est pareil, je vais avoir giga chaud. Hop, allez on va prendre ça, ça va plus vite. Tant pis pour le Raptor. Et on va retourner à la base. Retourner à la base pour aller poser... c'est qui que j'ai là? C'est Ether. C'est Ether, ouais. Hop, on va retourner à la base. Et après, comme ça, on va pouvoir commencer la quête suivante. Et la quête suivante, si je dis pas de conneries, c'est celle qui nous amène en plein cœur du Nevada, dans l'ancienne ville de Las Vegas. Et il me tarde de voir ça quand même. J'espère qu'on va y arriver pendant ce live là. Comme ça en plus avec le chapeau, c'est quand même stylé. C'est quand même assez ouf parce que cette énorme machine là va plus vite que le Raptor, alors que le Raptor est vachement plus fin, agile, tout ça. Mais ce truc là il va super vite en vrai. Quand je me prends pas tous les murs, hein. Donc quand je me prends les murs, bien sûr, il va un peu moins vite. J'aurais pu y aller en voyage rapide, parce que c'est un peu loin, mais je me dis que le jeu est beau, j'ai une belle monture, autant en profiter. Mais c'est vrai que c'est un peu loin quand même, j'aurais pu y aller en voyage rapide. Heureusement que j'ai changé de monture quand même parce que le Raptor ça aurait été très très long. Dive détente à la safari d'Otto, voilà. Voilà, exactement. Après avoir défoncé un serpent géant il y a 5 minutes. Là, un petit peu de détente.
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Is your focus acting up again?
It's fine.
I can take a look.
Bon, je dis, il y en a deux qui vont aller niquer. Hein. Ça fait plaisir de revoir Erend quand même.
Hey.
Hey.
A nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. But I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. There's a lot to take in. But don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
Ouh, toutes ces conversations là. Ah ouais, ça va être un live conversation encore. Vu ta tête, j'ai loupé un truc. Ouais, il y a eu une petite suggestion salace entre les deux amoureux là.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah. So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. I gotta go.
I'm here if you need anything.
Bah alors ils sont pas dans la chambre les deux là? J'aurais cru.
Wow, this Place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl. I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Ah, Stonart nous laisse. Bon courage pour ta présentation demain, du coup. Et ben, si tu veux repasser, ben, demain soir, 21h, comme d'hab, sur Have a Nice Death, du coup. On continuera ça. Merci d'être passé ce soir.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready.
À demain, bonne nuit.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
How's, training with Syl?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, a tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough. Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Erend stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
Hop, encore un petit peu de dialogue. Il en reste une. Ah, peut-être deux remarques avec le nouveau, là.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Non mais vous trompez personne tous les deux là, hein. Vous vous entraînez que dalle. Hein. Vraiment, ça passe plus de temps au lit qu'autre chose, ça. Hein.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Right, I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Je passe un partage de connexion, ça déconne toujours autant, j'ai pas de chance pour tes lives. J'en suis navré. Je suis désolé que ça te...
We've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Que t'aies une connexion aussi pour avant. Où est-ce qu'il est le dernier là?
One of Studious Fordyce's many squirrels. It's a pain getting him to Paralight. Still, he didn't deserve to be run down by Regalla.
Ah ouais, d'accord, en fait il y a des souvenirs de toute la quête quoi. Genre ça c'est des bouts du rocher qu'on a défoncé, ça c'était le parchemin du prêtre qui est mort au début là. Ok. Sympa.
Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Looks like Arendt and Katalo moved their stuff in.
Eh ben je sais pas où il est l'autre hein.
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Bah dis donc, il a vachement changé la base depuis que je suis parti.
This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
Sympa.
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered.
Ouais, je peux vraiment pas où il est le troisième là, il y a les deux là. Eren. Elle avait dit qu'il serait dans la chambre, mais il y est pas.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted
Ah d'accord, ils se sont fait une chambre carrément.
I see.
Bah ils ont bien raison, remarque hein, mais... Ah bah il est là.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Je remettrai le chapeau quand je ressortirai, hein, mais là il y a plein de dialogues, donc voilà, pour me libérer la tête un peu.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan.
I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Cool Route?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Cool Route, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Cool Route. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Cool Route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
Hop, allez, tous les dialogues secondaires c'est terminé. Mais je pense qu'on va avoir un petit paquet de dialogues principaux avec Gaia.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone, or something else.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Ah là là, ça m'arrange pas ça, moi. Je pensais qu'on allait directement aller vers Las Vegas, moi.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
How's Catalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Ouais, bon, flemme, hein. Hop.
I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
Trop de dialogue, tue le dialogue. Alors, qu'est-ce que vous pensez? Piège ou pas? Le signal de détresse.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Vu.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for control center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were used with the Apollo database.
That's too bad. There's another room. What for?
Hop, un petit texte qu'on ne lira pas.
Oh, I'm back in the sleeping quarters.
Ok, bon. Alors...
There she is. You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
Bah dis donc, c'est le bordel.
Obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Ah tiens, c'est marrant, j'y suis allé ici. En off stream.
The snow brought the chill. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can really come and go.
Hello, Verbena. What do you have for me?
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. Weapon's still hot.
Ben oui, ça brûle à la vue. T'as vraiment eu besoin de mettre ta main dessus pour t'en rendre compte.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Aaron.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Mystère, mystère.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Aaron, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Oh là là, ça pouvait pas être l'inverse. Je m'en fous de Varl, moi, je veux que ce soit Eren qui vienne avec moi. Les deux autres, je peux vraiment pas les faire en attendant, ouais. On est obligé de faire ça. Et bien, je pense pas qu'on verra... Ah tiens, c'est nouveau, ça. Je pense pas qu'on verra Las Vegas ce soir. Peut-être mercredi. Parce que je pense que là, cette quête, ça va nous prendre bien la dernière demi-heure qui nous reste, là. Hop, allez, let's go.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia is gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. Then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Find anything? All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Je sais pas du tout si c'est là où il faut que j'aille.
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
It is. Somehow Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Eren taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him, he was gone. He said he needed our help, and he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
No? Let's find out.
Ah. 236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
De souvenir c'était 237, mais ça me paraît bizarre s'il y en a que 236 des trucs. Signal de détresse. Bah oui, c'était ça, 237.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Veda. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets
Ok,
here.
bon.
I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone.
Eh bien, je trouve que l'histoire devient intéressante. C'est, j'étais un peu déçu de l'histoire du jeu, en vrai, depuis, enfin, jusque-là, par rapport au 1, en tout cas. Mais là, je trouve qu'il y a une petite dose de mystère, un petit truc sympa qui me manquait, qui est enfin arrivé, quoi. Est-ce que je peux le tuer, ce truc-là? Ou est-ce que c'est trop compliqué? Je ne sais pas. Est-ce qu'il est vulnérable à quelque chose? Ouais, de toute façon.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick.
Mais en fait, il prend 0 dégâts. hyper bizarre, il y a des endroits où il prend hyper cher. Mais j'arrive pas à voir ce que c'est ces endroits-là. Bon, et ben je l'ai eu.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Mais je veux bien regarder en vrai s'il y avait des trucs histoire. Ouais, mais le canon il était caché à H24, je pouvais pas le choper. Là il y a une unité électrique, ouais. Je sais pas si... Ah, c'était peut-être ça que je touchais. Unité de régénération. Je sais pas. Ah, ou ça, le nexus de contrôle? Particulièrement vulnérable aux dégâts une fois exposé. Ah, c'était peut-être ça en vrai. C'était peut-être ça. Mais bon. En fait, la machine est tellement construite comme un produit Apple que je comprends pas ce que je vise en fait.
Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy! Ah!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Allez, j'arrive.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out.
Ah oui.
That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I won't be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of sneak around behind.
Ouais, on va voir. Hein. Elle est où la heavy weapon là? Moi j'ai rien vu. La voilà. Eh ben vu la vitesse à laquelle je me déplace avec, c'est une très très heavy weapon apparemment. Ouais, ben elle a pas l'air ouf hein, la heavy weapon.
stuff on you. I'm coming for you next. And again.
Hein? Easy.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Est-ce que j'aurais pas une nouvelle compétence?
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup. Like the card chip. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings. the sub-functions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
On va essayer d'aller la voir, cette bêta là.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Bon, clairement, le scénario commence à prendre une tournure que j'aime bien. Ça doit être un peu bizarre pour l'actrice de doublage de faire le... Enfin, de faire les deux, quoi. Mais bon.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
Donc finalement, Apollon est encore possible.
Do you want to come upstairs, or so how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now! Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing! They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, they're gonna die. Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Ouais. Le problème, c'est que là, on va avoir le problème de tous les mondes ouverts. C'est qu'on commence à avoir une vraie... C'est que... Il y a un sentiment d'urgence qui est présent maintenant, hein, puisque voilà, il y a vraiment une menace qui est là, quoi. Et comme c'est un monde ouvert, et ben on a un peu encore pour 20 heures de jeu. Donc rien d'urgent.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Silent's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Ça y est du coup? Ouais, ça y est. J'ai terminé les quêtes. Ouais. Du coup, il me reste... Ah tiens, j'ai une quête secondaire là. Ouais, ça y est du coup. Dans les quêtes, il me reste que récupérer donc Poséidon et Déméter. Et Poséidon, c'est à Las Vegas, donc on ira faire ça la prochaine fois. Il est 23h là. Je vérifie juste. Ouais, non, c'est bon. Je continuerai en off-stream pour les trucs secondaires. Hop. Me revoilà. Du coup, j'aurais pas eu l'occasion de remettre mon chapeau puisqu'on n'a jamais vraiment quitté ce truc-là, à part pour aller dans la neige, donc ça avait pas trop de sens. Du coup, demain 21h, Have a Nice Death, on continue. J'ai un peu joué aussi en dehors du stream, mais pas tant que ça. Donc on se rejoint demain à 21h, et pour Horizon, c'est mercredi à 21h, où on ira donc cette fois-ci à Las Vegas pour continuer la quête principale. Voilà, merci d'être resté jusque-là. Il est 23h, donc on va s'arrêter maintenant avant de lancer une autre quête, parce que sinon j'en ai pour très longtemps. Donc merci d'être resté jusque-là, d'avoir regardé la VOD si c'était en VOD, sinon en direct, enfin voilà, vous connaissez la chanson. On se rejoint donc demain, 21h, et en attendant, je vous dis bonne nuit, merci beaucoup, bonne nuit.